Okay, I'm gonna do a little video on these firewood storage racks that I made. I wanted to get something to get the firewood off the ground. We had some stuff that was on the ground in my old log pile, and ends up getting a bunch of leaves and bugs get in it and all that stuff. So I made some simple racks with a little bit of a cover. Have all this wood to split, and gonna rack it up. So I know there's a few videos on the you can use cinder blocks and kind of put 2x4s in them, and quick and easy. It's a few bucks and you're done. I wanted to kind of put something a little bit more complex but still simple that had a cover on it. So with about, I don't know, 10, 12 2x4s, you can have this. I'll show you how I made it. I should have made a time lapse. Maybe I'll do that in the future when I start making stuff. And hopefully it helps someone have ideas for how they're going to make their storage rack. So first, you pretty much just get pressure treated wood for the bottom, 2x4s, and I just put 3 across, 1, 2, 3 there. And then I use the 8-foot 2x4s for the bottom piece. I added this one. I added the middle rack 2x4 there. See my foot there. This one here I didn't, and you don't really. I think it's going to be strong enough without it. But I had some. I don't know if I'm going to be splitting mine at 16 inches, but some of the stuff I had was already cut. Some of the stuff here is already cut, and it's less than 16. So I figured I'd put the rack in the middle, and then I can kind of put whatever size I need on it. So pretty much you lay out your bottom pieces, and then you get these here, the 2x4s, and put them across, and screw them in. I just kind of toe-nailed them in there, as you can see here with the screw. And then I got my vertical pieces here, and I put them. I mean, you can be all fancy and get a check level and plumb, which I did, but I mean, you can kind of eyeball it. And these here they're 14 inches wide, in case you're wondering. That's how I made mine. And then once you have those, then I just use this to kind of keep them parallel to each other all the way through the bracing. The other ones there, I took the bracing off because it was just a big long piece. But these ones I cut the length and left them on. I don't think you really need it, but it's there anyways. After that, you screw your top pieces in. Okay, and what I did is, I did it by myself. So I'll see a little nail hole or a screw hole there. I kind of put it where I needed it, and then put a screw in to hold it up there, and I placed the one there, and then I went over here and I screwed this piece in, and that way you can kind of check level and all that stuff. And then I have the rafters, and with the roof, I went with I'll get on top there, you can see, but I went with pretty much just deck boards. So I know you can do get plywood and then shingle it, and or you can get the plastic stuff that's ribbed, or the metal decking, whatever you can kind of get your hands on. But I kind of like this was a little bit fun to do, and it works. It's easy and not too expensive. These ones here, so I did cut on an angle for the cuts for the roof. So pretty much I just kind of I went down and I kind of held up a 2x4 on the angle that I wanted. I didn't make any kind of pitch or anything. I mean, it's not going to have a crazy snow load on this thing. And then I just kind of cut it like that. And then for these boards, the way I figured out the length of the rafters is I just laid it out on the ground, overlapping 1 inch here. And I mean, you can overlap it however you want. They are going to shrink, just kind of keep that in mind. And then measure the length after I had it all set out. And that's the length of the rafters that I cut. And once you have them down, you'll lay them out. These ones are flush, as you can see here, but they're flush with this piece here. And then I just screw them in, or I had a nailer. I nailed them in here and all your rafters, and then you put the second one overlapping, and then you nail under here, and then follow it up. So overlapping under here. So then these are covering the nail holes, and pretty much that's it. Still got to take these the barcodes off. So it's pretty simple. Took a little bit of time to kind of figure out, and then once I had the first one made, I made the second one super fast. I did make them 2 here, so you can move them. They're completely separable, so they're not very heavy. There's not a whole lot of wood in this. Once you put the roof on, they get a little bit heavier. I was going to double up on the bottom pieces here, but I think it's stable enough. We'll see how it goes. We have this pine tree here. That's kind of the main reason. This pine tree just dumps needles on the wood. Plus, it, when it rains and snows and stuff, I hope to fill it all up. And that's it. If you have any questions or just post them in the link below. Subscribe. If I get a few more subscribers, I can start doing actual time-lapse videos and more detail of the stuff that I make if you're interested. Okay, have a great day.